Holy wow, this video is coming in a few days late. Today is September 11th as I am recording this, and I probably should have gotten this done a couple days ago. So first, what is this? This is the month 8 update of the MIGA website case study series. That is Making the Internet Great Again. This is a site I started in January of 2021. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're like, I wish I understood what this lady was talking about. The link to the playlist so you can watch all the videos and get caught up so it actually makes sense, it's right there. I'm not going to go over and do it again. First, I'm just going to go through the results. How did we do in month 8? Second, I will roll out some screenshots so that you can see, the graphs and things, so you know that I'm not lying. I did not spend hours and hours with Photoshop. And then third, I will just talk a little bit personally about how month 8 went, what the challenges were, what it is that I am doing to try and make month 9 super epic, right? Like month 10, month 11, month 12. I still have the goal of getting this site to 500 articles by the end of the year in 12 months. And I so desperately want to keep up with Niche Safari Chris and to get this site to $1,000 a month before the end of the year. But not gonna lie, I've got a long way to go. So let's talk about the numbers. In month 7, it was about 20,300. In month 8, it was 31,700. So an increase of about 10,000 users a month. As far as page views, in month 7, the site did about 26,400. In month 8, the site did 41,500. So an increase of about 15,000 page views in the last month. As far as earnings, the site is with Ezoic, and for ads, in month 7, the site earned just over $304, and with Ezoic in month 8, the site earned just over $537. And like last month, there was a small amount of earnings from affiliate commissions associated with Amazon Associates, but it's so small, it's not even that exciting to tell you. Last month, it was about $13, and this month, it was about $11. So the grand total earnings of the site for month 8 is $549.08, compared to last month, which was about $318. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to Graham83. This was somebody who was watching a live stream a couple weeks ago when I said I was going to make this video, and I was asking people to guess the page views and the earnings, and I said that if somebody got close enough that I would offer a free session on Zoom. So Graham, I think you are close enough. Please reach out to me via email. Let me know if you're having trouble tracking me down, and let's set up that chat if that is something that you are interested in. Well done. Now, how much content did I get posted? My goal was to get 50 articles a month, every month, and I only got 36 posted. Yeah, it was a rough month, but it happens. Now let's talk screenshots. All right, so what we've got here is a screenshot from Google Search Console, and you can see that getting to $500 a month did not happen overnight. You can see January, February, March, April, May, where things were just really slow in happening, and then how much action has actually occurred as you get to the right of the graph and really start to see things happening in July and August, and the earnings really reflect what it is that we are seeing here in Google Search Console. You might also be curious about why it is that the graph is bumping up and down so much, and I think that reflects this niche. This is a hobby niche that people engage in a lot on the weekends. So of course it makes sense that there would be more searches and more clicks on the weekends and much less activity during the week. Here's the traffic graph from Google Analytics. Again, you can see just the slow rise. Things start to happen in May and June around months 5 and 6, and how things have grown steadily and somewhat dramatically in the past 2 or 3 months. Here's a look at my Core Web Vitals scores in my Ezoic dashboard with Leap. Things are still green. They still look good. Compare that to what I see in Google Search Console for Core Web Vitals, and it looks like in the last 2 months that there has been some turbulence with the LCP element, but it looks like in the past few weeks that whatever is going on there has been resolved. And right now, things are all green for mobile and desktop in Leap and in Google Search Console, which makes me happy. Here's the earnings graph with Ezoic from the beginning when I first placed ads on the site, and mostly I share this because I think it looks pretty and I like to see graphs on their upward trend. You can see how earnings have bounced around a lot, and that has a lot to do with changing traffic along with an EPMV for this site that seems to be bouncing up and down, and I have very little control over that at this moment. For the month of August, the EPMV averaged $14.58 per 1,000 sessions, per 1,000 visits. And I'm not going to be disappointed with this, but I'm not gonna lie, I do wish this was a bit higher like it was back in May, because I would just be making so much more money and would be so much closer to that $1,000 a month goal. All right, so those are the results. If you were paying attention, one of the things that you may have noticed is that I did not talk yet about the expenses for the site. I did not say yet what it is that I spent. Now, historically, well, in the last couple of months, I have started outsourcing content. So I've started paying other people to write content. And usually my budget for this is about $500 a month. Sometimes it bounces up and down a little bit, but I've been sticking around $500 a month. In the last 30 days, I have made the decision to start spending more. And there's a couple reasons for that. One, the site is earning more, so I feel maybe less emotional about spending more on the site because the site is earning now $500 a month. So if I was just spending $500 a month, I would be pretty close, to net zero, right? I wouldn't be earning money, but I wouldn't also be, losing any money. But I'm just trying to get my head wrapped around the idea of thinking of the site as an investment rather than just something that has cash flow going this way and that way, because I've just been so, I don't want to say afraid, but conservative or maybe even anxious about taking money and putting it into a site. But I look at my peers, I look at the people I respect and look up to, and I see what they are doing, and I feel like it's time, like this site is on the right track, and it is time to start investing more in the site because I have this revenue, and it's not like what's coming out of my pocket is really any different than it was before. It's just reinvesting what the site is earning and continuing to throw in what it was that I was previously investing. So I think the sum of this that I just told you in a roundabout way is that I'm going to be increasing my monthly spend on content from $500 a month to around $1,000 a month, which I also will definitely feel less pressured. It will be less stressful and less difficult to get to that 500 article mark, that goal that I wanted to get to in 12 months. I mentioned earlier in the video that this month has been really hard. So having the site reach the $500 a month earning mark came at a really great time because, to be honest, I'm tired. I don't mind admitting that even though the site is doing really well and it has a great growth trajectory, I can't be unhappy about it since I am tired. I'm tired of the topic. I'm tired of the articles. I just honestly want to put it down and not pick it up again for a long time. I see a lot of my friends and colleagues starting sites and then just parking them to let them do their thing. With this site in particular, I decided from the very beginning that I was going to put my foot on the gas on this site for 12 months straight before I took a step back, before I said, okay, I'm just going to let it sit and do what it's going to do. Because I know myself, I know what the odds are of me getting distracted like squirrel, squirrel, and then I would never come back to it. I have done this over and over and over again. And month 8, I just really felt the squirreling, the shiny object syndrome, the desire to go and work on something else, anything else really hit me hard. And then, of course, what happens after that is that I felt bad. I felt like I had failed in meeting my goals for the month, which just made it that much harder to come back at the beginning of month 9 and say, okay, I'm going to recommit myself to this site and stick with the goal that I had originally set, which is 12 solid months. Now, for folks who are just beginning in this, might not understand how I feel. Like, how could I feel grumpy or upset or tired of a site that is rapidly growing each month? That I should have no reason to feel maybe tired, or even, should I say, down. And the reason that I bring this up now and I wanted to talk about it is I just wanted to highlight the fact that these feelings of maybe failure or inadequacy or just missing the mark, like, it happens to all of us. And for me, the solution was not putting down the site and just taking a break from websites in general. For me, it was time to invest more in the site so that I was just writing for the site less. So I was touching it overall less, while also keeping it on track to meet my goals. I've committed to 12 months, not gonna take a break until after December. I need everyone to hold me to that. Do not let me just come on here and say, oh, I think it's time, because it's not time. Foot on the gas from now until the end of December. That's it.